Hello, everyone, and welcome to Marian's Literary Lounge. This is a long overdue video. This is showing my final book haul for 2025. It's going to consist of books from Barnes& and Nobles, their current sale, Books A Million, Ollie's, and Amazon. Before I jump into this video, do not forget to subscribe, give it a big thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. So let's just hop right into this haul. First of all, I want to show this cute throw that I got from Kohl's. This was on sale for $11.99. So if you are a book reader and you like bookish items, go to Kohl's, check them out. So I'm pretty sure they should have more of these. So yeah. Starting with Books A Million, I picked up Real by Kennedy Ryan, and this was $5.97. I heard that this is a good read, so I'm willing to give this author another chance. Not gonna lie to you, I did not like Before I Let Go, and I do have Can't Get Enough. I just haven't read it yet, but I am going to read it. So this will be a part of maybe what I read in February, because for the book club, we're reading The Housemaid. I already read The Housemaid. And then there's a second book for another book club that I'm in. And I think I'm going to listen to that on audiobooks. Never Tell by Stacey Abrams, writing as Selena Montgomery. And I'm thinking that this is like a suspense thriller type of, it says a novel of spine-tingling romance and unforgettable suspense. And this is right up my alley. $5.97 as well from Books A Million. I give it to them. Their bargain book area is top notch if it's very organized. I am collecting Stephen King's novels. So I have Christine. This was $6.97. And it's a lot of pages, but I'm going to get through it. It's like 630 pages. Then the last book from Books A Million is Fileheart Huntsman, and this is, I think, book 2 of this series. Is from Chloe Gong. I got this book because I wanted to get the first series or the first book of this series, and it was at Ollie's, and they didn't have this. So it was right up my alley for it to be a bargain price. So that's all of the books that I got from Books A Million. Let's move on to Ollie's. I am a fan of The Witcher. I've watched all seasons that have been on Netflix, so it was only right for me to pick up the book. And the book was only $3.99, and it has the original character of The Witcher on here, not the new one. So I love it, and I'm like, you know what, let me read the book. It's also a game. So if you're into like witches and sorcerers and that type of genre, then this book is for you, as well as the show. I love shows or movies like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, so this was right up my alley. The next books, I think they are young adult, but of course, that's not stopping me from reading them. And this is from Karen McManus, You'll Be the Death of Me. And this was only $2.99. Another one from the same author is Such Charming Liars. This was $3.99 from Ollie's. This book is from Melissa Dela Cruz. I've never heard of this author before, but this book was $2.99. And I'm not going to lie to you, the cover drew me in. It says The Headmaster's List. One of them was driving, one of them was high, one of them screamed, one of them died. So, yeah, this is a young adult book as well. It says 4 teens, 3 suspects, 1 burning question. Who would want a high school sophomore dead? Very interesting. And this is the first book of the series, File Lady Fortune, that I was mentioning. I had to have both of these in hardcover. I just feel like if it's going to be a part of a series, if one of the books is paperback and one is hardcover, that just doesn't sit right with me. So I went to a local Black-owned bookstore recently. It's literally maybe like 5 or 10 minutes away from my house, just to see what they had. And I picked up two books. This is by Omar Epps and Clarence A. Haynes. It's called Nubia, The Awakening. So if it says if you like Divergent and Black Panther, then you would like this book. And then from E.B. Zoboy or I.B. Zoboy, I don't know. I might be pronouncing this author's name so wrong, but sorry. It's called Skin. Some Magic is Meant to Burn. Now let's talk about the books that I picked up from Barnes and Nobles during their sale. I have S.A. Cosby, King of Ashes. These were 50% off. Also got Red City, Power Always Has a Price by Marie Lu. I'm not going to lie to you. I was drawn to the cover. It says, Alchemy and Ambition, Power and Perfection, Love and Lies. Welcome to the Angel City. Don't let it break your heart. So yeah, I'm interested in reading this. Eventually, I will be organizing my books by genres, but for right now, I'm organizing them by author. So when I was in Barnes and Nobles, another customer recommended this book to me. It's called Tourist Season, The Seasons of Carnage trilogy. So I hope this is book one. Okay, it says book one. So if I really like this, then I'll pick up the other two. So yeah, it's from Bryn Weaver. I've never heard of this author before, but I'm open. And then look at the arts. Come on now. Love it. Whew. So we're going to move along to Amazon. I decided to do a physical reading log for it starting next year, and this holds 1,500 books. And I saw someone on TikTok using this, and it's just a tracker. Basically, I put the cover, the title, the author, and then how many stars I'm giving it. It's not a full detail book review type of book, which is right up my alley because I have a separate journal for that. And I've read a total of like 30 books this month. It was no way I was going to be able to do a review on each book. If you would like a total recap for 2025, leave a comment down below, and or a recap of all of my December reads. I can do that. Just let your girl know. Okay, now we can get to Amazon-y. Now, just letting you know, I will have another haul like the beginning of January because Book Outlet has their end of the year sale. And like I said before, I am building up my library. So once I get it to a certain point, then I will be on a book ban for sure. Now, just to let you know, the lighting may shift because the sun is going down. So please excuse that. Hopping into what I got from Amazon. Shanora Williams, Whispers of the Lake. I read The Wife before and I fell in love with that suspense. So I'm like, let me get this one. And it seemed like this will be a quick read. So in between me reading the book for the book club that I'm in, I will definitely be reading this very soon. I've been reading a lot of books on my Kindle, so I feel like I have been neglecting my physical books, and it's time for me to show them some love. Another book from Shanora Williams is Vicious Bonds. This is a trilogy, book one of a dark romance fantasy. I wanted to read this one first before I get the other ones and see if I really like it. I've heard about this author from TikTok and other book groups. This is A.E. Valdez, All I've Wanted, All I've Needed. So I was like, let me get this book, try it out, see what it's about, and hopefully I enjoy it. I'm also going on a rabbit hole when it comes to series. So a lot of these books will be either duologies or trilogies. Some may be more than trilogies. I have a duology right here. It's called The Blood Trials. And this is book 1 of the Blood Gift duology from N.E. Davenport. And then I have The Blood Gift, which is book 2. So this duology will fall under the fantasy genre. Another duology, I think this is a duology. Not really sure, but it is a series. This is from Justina Ireland, Dread Nation. This is the first one. Hopefully you can see it. And then Deathless Divine. So Deathless Divine is the sequel to Dread Nation. I love this book cover. They're so pretty. They're very stunning. Now this book here, I am reading mixed reviews. Some people loved it. Some people said it was mess. Some people said it was overhyped. I'm going to read it for myself. And I really need to kind of steer clear away from a lot of reviews because I don't want it to sway how I feel about a book. Because if I go into it with the misconception or the assumption that it's not going to be a good read, then I'm not going to really enjoy the book, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm trying to cleanse my palate of all of the reviews that I read about this book. But it's only for the week. It's the Forever Falling series by Natasha Bishop. I really hate that my lighting is changing so much because of the natural lighting. But you know what? We're going to get through this. Like I said, I am into series. So I got Blood of Hercules and Bonds of Hercules. So this is the collector's edition from Jasmine Moss. So nice. And look. Yeah, love it. And then the Bonds of Hercules looks like this. I have Bones at the Crossroads. This is book 2 of the series of Blood at the Root from Ladarian Williams. I already have the first book, so I needed this one to complete the series. Another book from S.A. Cosby, All the Sinners Bleed. So another novel that I have from N.E. Davenport is The Vicious Oats. I think this is a series. I'm not really sure. Maybe not. But I feel like this would be a good read as well. All the romanticies, loving folks, listen up. This is your next favorite book. So this falls into the romanticies genre, which is cool with me. Now here's another book that has a lot of mixed reviews. A Moth to a Flame by Ashley Antoinette. This is the 10th anniversary edition. So I have another series. It's Immortal Dark by Tigers Gurma or Tiges Gurma. I could be pronouncing her name all wrong. I see her a lot on TikTok. So this is the first one. And she has a lot of praise about this book. So, yeah. And then I have the sequel, Internal Ruin. And this one, Love is the First Enemy, Death is the Second. Almost done. Almost done. So another book from Ashley Antoinette. This is a series, but I said, let me get the first one and see if I like it before I buy any more. And it's Ethic. And then last but not least is We Don't Talk About Carol, a novel from Kristen Berry. And I've heard great things about this book. So that's everything that I picked up. This is my final book haul for 2025. My niece bought me some bookish items for Christmas. So she got me this, a nice candle. It smells good too. It really do. A scrunchie for my hair, a keychain. It also came with some socks, and I have the socks on. And this little bag. I wonder if my Kindle could fit in here. Who knows? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any of these books, let me know. If you've read any of these books, let your girl know as well. Do not forget to subscribe. Give it a big thumbs up. Hit the notification bell. And as always, until next time.